Hi, I'm Seamless, and today is Friday, which means it's time for a new How to Bass tutorial. And today I'm going to show you how to make this sound. It's pretty Reese. It's based on a couple of ideas that I haven't touched in a kind of a long time, and then a few sort of newer ideas, but mostly it's just Reese. This video is brought to you by Cymatics. Today they're giving away 10 presets and 20 rather wavetables for Serum that are animal wavetables. They're recordings of animals that they turn into wavetables, which I think is just dank as hell. The link is in the description of this video. You go there, you can go get them. That's pretty much all there is to that. That's a pig. Yes, description and link of video. Click on it. Anyway, this sound. This is the main technique for this is something that I refer to as a phase verb. Although I've interchangeably called the phase verb something where I'm using the phaser versus if I'm using phase cancellation. This is the phase cancellation one. And the way this works is that I have the detune here up to 1.04, and that's slightly off, which is causing it to do the phase cancellation thing, which is only detectable when you distort everything. And then I'm creating a big kind of whoosh here with the Unison. Now this is where it differs, because normally what happens is I'll turn the Unison off. So you get that static Reese, which is how I normally roll. But I actually, by accident, left it on. And I actually kind of liked how it sounds. I wonder what it sounds like without the thing. Wow, okay, so there's actually no change at all done to the detune. That just is not necessary. This is like, in that case, this is basically the most basic Reese you could possibly have, except for the fact that this is going on. So, big Unison, 2 voices. The thing about the Reese is that if you want the rhythmic kind of notion of it, this kind of idea, it's got to be 2 voices, because the second you go into any more than that, it's not exactly as effective. 2 voices is really kind of ideal for this, although there's definitely ways that you can control it. Honestly, most of the time, the way I control it is that I do the whole detune thing, but that had no point at all in this particular sound. This, however, is the Unison pitch window. Harmonic Unison pitch window. What this does is allows us to change this parameter, the pitch depth, for how far apart they're being pitched, the 2 different voices, and we're changing that depth per harmonic. In these cases, these are low harmonics, and then some mid harmonics, and the higher harmonics are mostly the same. It's a little bit off, maybe. I can't really tell. But that's enough to kind of like really screw with the profile of the Unison. Because typically, when you're doing the Reesing, whatever, the 2 detune saws are all rigidly harmonic, perfect harmonic series. But then the second any of those harmonics get kind of, incorrectly pitched like this, the phase cancellation stops being in concert with everything else. Now, the reason why this can work is because I have in a local EQ, I had a whole lot of like changes to the shape of everything. And one of the things that I did was I pumped up the lower harmonic. This is driving the total like current speed of the rhythmic phase cancellation. If that wasn't there at all, nothing would happen. And then when it's back, so like that, this is driving essentially the lowest harmonic, and however loud that is how much it's compressing everything else, I guess, a distortion. And then, when you do that, I like to push up other ones to kind of make up for that. And that's giving us this sort of profile you can kind of see in the harmonics, which is doing neat things because it's moving it around. This is the local EQ, so it's moving it around when you move the note around. And this actually has the kind of the interesting quality of behaving a lot like a sampled Reese, where if I had like recorded that out and then messed around with it, and if I pitch it up, you can see that the sort of the harmonic qualities of it follow it, which is something that's usually something that happens with sampled, or if you just key track everything you're doing, which is a lot easier to do in hardware than it is anything else. And then you distort it pretty hard. Not really much else about that. It's being compressed. I have legato on. I turned the legato on so I can do this. So I mean, I am doing, you know, the turning on of the unison instead of just being on the whole time. And it kind of gives it like a slight delay of when it starts to engage the rhythm, and just to give it like, it gives it kind of like a more weighty feel. Lots of buzzwords, I know, but like this is really just not a lot of technicality to this particular sound. It's a lot easier than I thought it was, and that was actually needlessly complicating things for an effect that didn't exist. So, story of my life. Yeah. So this Hummer patch will be available in the description of this video alongside the cymatics link, which you can go to get the 10 presets and then 20 wavetables of animal sounds, which are all really, really neat. If you have any questions about this, please let me know. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And as usual, have a nice day. Nailed it.